When it comes to the area of technical wonders, there are very few moments that can match the sound of extraordinary engines that have been dormant for decades springing to life. These enormous machines, which are remnants of a bygone period, generate resonances that are one of a kind and cannot be matched by current engines. They are a demonstration of human creativity and development. This video examines 10 different types of engines. Number 1. Fiat S76, the Beast of Turin. If a speed legend that has been around for a century suddenly comes back to life, what does it sound like? The Fiat S76, often known as the Beast of Turin, was constructed in 1910 with the intention of breaking land speed records from the time it was first introduced. It was equipped with a 28.4-liter inline-4 engine that had 16 valves and generated an astounding 290 horsepower and 2,000 pound-feet of torque. Engineers brought this mechanical behemoth back to life after a century of inactivity, and the company's first launch was truly legendary. A sound that reverberates with the strength of engineering in the early 20th century is the engine's deep and thundering roar from the beginning of the century. Number 2. Beardmore Tornado, the airship's heart. In what ways did the powerful symphony of a 17-ton engine influence the development of aviation? 1927 saw the development of the Beardmore Tornado, an 8-cylinder inline diesel engine that was intended for use in the British R-101 airship during that year. With a weight of 17 tons, this engine was a giant in comparison to others of its day. The process of starting it up is like a symphony of mechanical perfection, with each cylinder firing in concert to generate a sound that mimics the majesty of early flying. Number 3. Corliss Centennial Engine, the industrial giant. What was the significance of the pulsating sound of the Corliss Centennial engine at the beginning of the era of industrial power? One of the most impressive examples of industrial engineering ever created, the Corliss Centennial engine was shown to the public during the 1876 Centennial Exhibition in Philadelphia. In addition to its height of 45 feet and its output of 1,400 horsepower, this steam engine was responsible for powering the whole show. Its beginning, which was marked by the repetitive churning of the machine and the hissing of steam, serves as a potent reminder of the immense force of the Industrial Revolution. Number 4. Hornsby Acroyd oil engine, the diesel precursor. When it comes to engine technology, what is it about the Hornsby Acroyd engine's beginning that makes it a revolutionary moment? A forerunner to the current diesel engine, the Hornsby Acroyd oil engine was manufactured in the early 1890s and was a predecessor to the diesel engine. Because of its one-of-a-kind design, it was able to function only on compression, which was a revolutionary accomplishment at the time. The sound of the engine starting up is a mechanical symphony with a deep, throaty growl that represents the beginning of a new age in engine technology. Number 5. British Rail 10100, the diesel locomotive prototype. Does the possibility exist that the roar of a prototype diesel locomotive may reimagine the sound of rail transportation? The British Rail 10100, often referred to as the Fell diesel locomotive, was a diesel-electric locomotive that was constructed in 1951 for the purpose of conducting experiments. Its startup is a cacophony of power as each engine comes to life, culminating in a melodious roar that demonstrates the ability of diesel technology to be used in rail transportation. It is equipped with 6 engines. Number 6. Porsche 917, the racing legend. After more than 3 decades of stillness, what is it like to finally hear the spine-tingling scream of Porsche's racing icon? The flat 12 engine that was included in the Porsche 917, a racing vehicle that was produced in the 1960s, is well known. Following decades of inactivity, the company's initial startup is an experience that sends chills down your spine. The high-pitched scream of its engine, which is evocative of a swarm of bees, is a monument to the technical brilliance of Porsche, as well as the sheer force that comes from its racing background. Number 7. Ford Flathead 58, the American icon. What were the ways that the Ford Flathead 58 caused a permanent shift in the soundscape of American muscle cars? In the 1930s, Ford created a groundbreaking engine called the Flathead 5.8. This engine was responsible for making V8 power accessible to the general public. The sound that it makes when it first starts up is a low, rumbling growl that represents the beginning of American muscle. Because of its characteristic sound, this engine has become identified with traditional autos from the United States. Number 8, Mazda 787B, the Wankel's Roar. There is just one rotary engine vehicle that has ever won the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and that is the Mazda 787B. It has a Wankel engine with 4 rotors. In contrast to every other engine, it begins with a high-pitched, banshee-like cry that is completely unique. It is a credit to Mazda's inventive approach to engine design and their drive to push the frontiers of automotive engineering that this one-of-a-kind sound has been created. Number 9. Offenhauser Verve 8, the IndyCar's heartbeat. How does the scream of the Rolls-Royce Merlin engine, which is instantly recognizable, represent the might and heritage of the company? The famous performance and sound of the Offenhauser 5.8 engine, which was utilized in Indianapolis automobiles from the 1930s to the 1970s, is a well-known fact. The beginning of its operation is characterized by a quick sequence of pops and crackles, which is then followed by a smooth, high-revving scream that exemplifies the power and accuracy of open-wheel racing with an American twist. Number 10. Rolls-Royce Merlin, the Spitfire's roar. It is well known that the Rolls-Royce Merlin engine, which was used in the Supermarine Spitfire during World War II, has a noise that is easily identifiable, a throaty grumble that gradually builds into a thundering roar. Its starting is a sound that embodies the enthusiasm of combat aviation, as well as the technical perfection of Rolls-Royce. In conclusion, engine sounds have left an enduring legacy, as the conclusion states. The noises that these enormous and uncommon engines make when they first start up are more than simply noise. They are an oral tribute to the inventiveness and ambition of the architects who designed them. A tale of invention, competition, and the unrelenting quest for greatness is told by each and every internal combustion engine. As we listen to their roars, we are brought back to a period when engineering was just as much about artistic expression as it was about practical application. Despite the fact that these noises are becoming less audible with the passage of time, they continue to evoke feelings of wonder and reverence, guaranteeing that the memory of these mechanical giants will live on for the next generations. In the event that you found this audio tour through the annals of engineering history to be enjoyable, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Your views on which engine you think is the best